Then, now, forever. Together.
Welcome to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and welcome to Monday Night Raw. We are back into the United States, and we are hopping back in as we have Finn Balor looking to get us started off tonight here in Oklahoma. He has a mic. Let's go ahead and hear what this man has to say to us. Let's make this short and simple. The Judgment Day needs more gold. Yes, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez got their titles, and Dom has his, but I don't think he'll hold it for too long. So Jey Uso, I'm coming after your title in order to make sure that the Judgment Day continues to stay on top. Watch out, Jey Uso. I'm not only coming for you, but specifically for your heavyweight championship. And look at Finn Balor calling out Jey Uso and saying that he is aiming for that World Heavyweight Championship. And I don't know if you guys noticed, he threw a little shade at Dom, saying he does not think he'll hold the IC title for long. So maybe that's spicing things up, not only with Jey Uso, but also within the Judgment Day. However, we hop into our first match of the night. We have Grayson Waller taking on Rusev. Grayson Waller was trying to get involved in Rusev's match against Austin Theory. And now Rusev looking to get a little revenge and then continue to send his message through to Austin Theory, which is to not waste his potential. And oh my days, what is this? We have a masked superstar, a masked man attacking Grayson Waller as he heads into the ring before his match. And oh my days, some huge smacks by the kendo stick. And eventually, yes, the kendo stick breaks. And now this masked superstar, or whatever this is just walking away like nothing. And now it is Rusev coming out. Oh my days. We were just talking about the fact that Finn Balor throwing shade at Dom. He's also throwing shade at Jey Uso. We were barely introducing the match when Grayson Waller, who, I mean, if it isn't obvious, isn't accompanied by Austin Theory tonight, gets attacked by a masked man or woman just before his match against Rusev. Rusev coming out. I don't know if he saw that, if he knows who it is. If it was Rusev, I don't think Rusev would have enough time to change, and their physiques look very different. Now a hurt and beat up Grayson Waller has to deal with the powerhouse and the dangerous Redeemer, Rusev. This just made this match 10 times more exciting as we get it underway. We have Grayson Waller, who has just been attacked before his match by a masked man. We've seen attacks by masked men. I mean, recently we had El Grande Americano. And look, Rusev looking for the pinfall. I think he does know that Grayson Waller got attacked because he is quickly looking for the pinfall and just almost going kind of light on Grayson Waller. Maybe Rusev is thinking like, yo, this guy's already weak. I got this easy work, right? Maybe. But as I was saying, with El Grande Americano, we quickly found out who it was. So maybe we can do the same with this as well. And a huge splash from Rusev looking for the pinfall once more. 1, 2, 3, and a kick out at 2. Grayson Waller, even after being beat up before his match, he's still able to kick out of that. And now a huge clothesline to the body of Rusev. Rusev gets up instantly but continues to just take some damage. Excuse me, as I was saying, we found out who El Grande Americano was quite quickly until that whole little, whatever you want to call it, just Chad Gable. We found out who it was. Maybe we find out who it is for this as well, and hopefully quickly, because if we have another mass superstar who's attacking our superstars, not only does that lead to injury, that can lead to a lot worse. Hopefully we find out soon, but nevertheless, we focus on this match. Grayson Waller is still doing pretty good for having been attacked and just torn apart, and literally a candlestick broke on his body. He is still doing pretty good to fight against Rusev. Dodge some of his shots and dodge a kick right there. Grayson Waller still doing a very good job and not looking too weak at all. However, when you're versing a powerhouse like Rusev, even doing all this is not enough, as Rusev also continues his attack. And do not forget, we have a very special match in our main event. Hold on, Rusev looking for the pinfall. One and only one. As I was saying, we have a very special match for our main event. Last week, John Cena said he's going to set up a match for CM Punk in order to see if he's ready to face off against him for the undisputed WWE Championship. Oh, Rusev sent into a bear turnbuckle, now looking for the pinfall. One, but only one. So that will be our main event. CM Punk is here in Oklahoma tonight and will face off against an unknown superstar to us, but known to, well, the superstar, and John Cena. John Cena has picked this guy out specifically in order to see if CM Punk is truly ready to face him off. John Cena said, nevertheless, he's going to give him the match and give him that opportunity for the title. But John Cena just wants to test out the waters and see what's up. But look at Rusev as he charges up, and he looks to pick up Grayson Waller and slam him down. Now looking for the pinfall. One, two, but once more a kick out at two. As I've been saying, Grayson Waller has still been able to be amazing tonight. Imagine what Grayson Waller could have done in this match if he hadn't been attacked. If he's doing this good, he could have done a lot better, in my opinion. Or maybe the fact that he got attacked is pushing him past his limits and pushing him to a different level. And now we have some back and forth action right here. Rusev trying to just get Grayson Waller out of the way with this match to continue to send his message through to Austin Theory. Grayson Waller, on the other hand, I mean, I don't know if he's necessarily defending his teammate. It looked more like he got involved last match, and Rusev wasn't happy about that. Therefore, just trying to shut Grayson Waller down before he can do anything else. And a huge clothesline by Rusev in order to punish Grayson Waller with the submission hold. Is Grayson Waller gonna tap out? And oh my days. No, not yet. But look at Rusev. He is not finished yet, as Rusev looking to pick up Grayson Waller. Grayson able to counter and escape that hold, sending Rusev countered as Grayson Waller dodges the kick once more. Grayson Waller looking for the pinfall. One, but only one. Grayson Waller gonna have to do a lot more than that in order to put Rusev away. Now looking to fly. Rusev moves out of the way, and now Rusev, what is Rusev looking to do? And a huge kick by Grayson Waller, as Rusev counters. Rusev was a little hesitant, but nevertheless is able to continue his attack onto Grayson Waller. Rusev has been looking for that kick in order to just punish Grayson Waller and redeem his revenge, and he may be able to pull it off here. One, two, three, and there it is. A beat up Grayson Waller has been destroyed tonight by Rusev. He fought hard, he fought well, but nevertheless Rusev wins and continues to send his message to Theory. And what a great win it was by Rusev, who now has smacked Grayson Waller out of the way and now looks to get back on the track of sending his message through to Austin Theory. But for now, we focus on our second match of the night. We have Drew McIntyre who has been on a bit of just loss streak. He hasn't been at his best after losing to Jacob Fatu for the United States title. Drew McIntyre, if my memory serves me correct, also lost to Seth Rollins, and maybe another loss here or there. I cannot remember each match that he lost, but Drew McIntyre has not been really on top of his game, so looking to just use his opponents as a boost, and what a boost it will be, because his opponent is big Bronson Reed, and I don't mean to jinx it, but Bronson Reed has been dealing with struggles of his own, as during his matches everything goes dark and suddenly big Bronson Reed is just losing, right? We hope that Bronson Reed can recover from this. First and foremost, find out who it is with a huge DDT as Bronson Reed gets this match started. Hopefully we are able to find out who it is, and hopefully Bronson Reed can just be, how do I put this? Basically, I hope he's able to stop whatever is stopping him and is able to really recover from all these losses, because ever since his return, he has not won a single match, and has been all due to this person, this thing, who has been messing with Bronson Reed, turning off the lights, turning everything down, and just, oh, Drew McIntyre, never mind, kick out at 1. But yeah, as I was saying, whatever this thing that has been messing with Bronson Reed, I hope Bronson is able to deal with it quickly, because if this continues, this could send Bronson Reed down a path that we do not like to see. This can not only hurt him physically, but definitely mentally, as Drew McIntyre is laying down the damage onto big Bronson Reed in our second match of the night. Drew McIntyre doing very well here as he is looking to fly. Drew McIntyre looking for a huge leg drop onto the body of Bronson Reed. Now looking for the pinfall. 1, 2, but a kick out at 2 from Bronson Reed, who instantly gets up and now is looking to lay his own bit of damage onto Drew McIntyre, picking him up and slamming him down, almost hurting our ref. Now pinfall 1, but only a kick out at 1. Drew McIntyre steps outside the ring in order to catch his breath a little, hopping back in and going quickly with a huge right punch. And now we have some back and forth action between Drew McIntyre and big Bronson Reed here in our second match of the night. Drew McIntyre, who's looking to get back on the winning column, after just not being on top of it, and big Bronson Reed, vice versa, also looking to get into the winning column, not because he's been bad, but because he has been affected by someone mysterious who has just been attacking him in the dark and basically has been costing all his matches. Big Bronson Reed, another man who lost to Seth Rollins, he lost to Penta. I can't remember who else, but Bronson Reed has been attacked in all of his matches ever since returning. Is it going to continue, or is Bronson Reed going to be able to pull off the victory here tonight, as Drew just stares down and looking for the Claymore? Drew McIntyre with the huge Claymore onto the body and onto the face of Bronson Reed, and look at what Drew is looking to do. He is clearing the commentator's table. Why? I am not sure. There is only one thing that can happen with this, as Drew McIntyre, what is he doing? He has a sledgehammer. Big Bronson Reed picks up Drew, is countered. Drew dropping Bronson Reed onto the floor, and now we're waiting as Bronson Reed gets up slowly. Drew McIntyre, huge show of strength, picking up Bronson Reed and dropping him right onto the sledgehammer. That was his plan all along. He didn't necessarily use a sledgehammer, therefore he has not been disqualified. However, he has dropped Bronson Reed onto it, now sending Bronson Reed into the commentator's table. Some huge brutality and aggression from Drew McIntyre as he sends Bronson Reed back into the ring. Once more, Drew McIntyre awaits Bronson Reed, who gets up slowly. Drew McIntyre trying to take control of this match but so is Bronson Reed as he looks to send Drew McIntyre straight into the turnbuckle. And now looks to send him flying. Big Bronson Reed has taken a lot of damage, but he is still hyped up. He is charged up. He is ready with a huge stomp onto the stomach of Drew McIntyre as Big Bronson Reed. This is not going to be good for Drew McIntyre as Bronson Reed awaits Drew, who slowly gets up. Bronson Reed and a huge double axe handle from Bronson Reed, and he is not done there as he is looking to fly once more. Drew McIntyre gets up slowly, and another no counter as Drew is able to move it out of the way. A huge clothesline, and now Drew, this could only go one way. He is just seeing where he's gonna hit that Claymore from. This gives enough time for Bronson Reed to get up, though. A big hesitation from Drew McIntyre. He's still able to counter. He didn't know where to hit the Claymore for. That's a little bit of cockiness, trying to pick the perfect spot. However, it is still working for him as Drew McIntyre is still the one in the lead. And Drew McIntyre charging up, awaiting Bronson Reed to get up. Drew McIntyre picks up Bronson Reed and slams him down. Huge power as now Drew with some huge stomps. Look at Bronson Reed, gets up quickly, slamming Drew McIntyre down. And now Bronson Reed looking to put Drew McIntyre away. And look at this once more. Everything is black. Someone is messing with Bronson Reed. As now, look, it is Drew McIntyre who is up top looking for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3, and Drew McIntyre wins with the help from this mysterious folk who continues to attack Bronson Reed. Hopefully, Bronson finds answers quick. But for now, Drew is back in the winning column. Now into our next match, we have Bayley, who continues to look to just climb up the Women's Intercontinental rankings as she looks to get some revenge and get another shot at Becky Lynch and get another shot at that IC title. Remember, we had a triple threat match, Lyra Valkyrie, Becky Lynch, and Bayley for the IC title, where Becky Lynch was able to win, and ever since then Bayley has been trying to climb back. Lyra got her rematch, was not successful. Now Bayley is the one who's trying to get a shot at Becky Lynch as he takes on Natalya. Can Bayley get the job done tonight and continue to climb those rankings? She was very high in the rankings, I do have to say. However, she lost a match to Asuka, which dropped her down a good amount, but ever since then, she has been able to beat Raquel Rodriguez. And now facing off against Natalya as Bayley looks to drop onto Natalya. Natalya able to move out of the way, now sending Bayley outside of the ring. Natalya is going to follow her outside of the ring. Bayley moves out of the way, and that's gotta hurt. Nothing but straight floor as now a huge stomp onto the stomach of Natalya. Bayley being very brutal here, letting Natalya be sent. No, countered. Was about to be sent into the steel steps, and now instead it is Bayley being sent into the steel steps. And look at Natalya getting inside the head of Bayley with a little dance, celebrating with the crowd a little bit as Natalya looks to send Bayley right into the corner, and she does so. Now a huge punch onto the face of Bayley as Natalya is looking to climb and fly, and a huge elbow drop onto Bayley as she looks for the pinfall. Can she get it done? 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Last second from Bayley, who is still in this match, and almost very quickly put away. Natalya looking to fly once more. Bayley gets up, but is still hit by a huge double axe handle. Gets up instantly, and now a huge clothesline. Bayley has been showing some great determination. I mean, she takes huge damage and is still almost instantly getting up. And Natalya's face, the match has just begun, but Natalya's face has already cracked and is already bleeding. Not only is this good for Bayley because she can continue her attack there, but this is also very bad for Natalya. The blood can get in between your eyes and ruin your vision and just be a huge distraction. So maybe Bayley can really take, full advantage of this as she sends Natalya flying. Becky Lynch with a huge show of power. Now Bayley, I continue to say Becky Lynch, Bayley with a huge show of power. I hope Bayley doesn't hear because I know she'll be very mad. Please forgive me, everyone. As now we have some back and forth action between Natalya and Bayley. Not Becky Lynch. I repeat, not Becky Lynch. Bayley and Natalya. Back and forth action right here, but Natalya able to get the best of it as now Natalya looking to climb the ropes and fly once more. She awaits Bayley, who slowly but surely gets up, and now Natalya with a huge drop onto the body of Bayley and celebrating with the fans once more. Natalya with a huge clothesline. Oh my days, looking for the pinfall. This could be it for Bayley. 1, 2, but a kick out at 2. Bayley still has something left inside that tank. And whatever she has left, she has to use it to start attacking Natalya. And she is doing rightfully so. This may be it. Is this enough to put Natalya away? 1, 2, but a kick out at 2. Bayley, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Whatever is left in the tank, use it to beat Natalya. Because if not, Natalya has taken a lot less damage than you. I know her face is bleeding, but it still has been less than you. As now a huge suplex by Natalya. And as I'm saying, Bayley just continues to take more and more damage. As now Natalya looks to pick up Bayley and slams her down. Some huge strength from Natalya, who is now charging up, looking to put Bayley away and looking for that submission. Can she make Bayley tap out? Is Bayley gonna tap, or is she gonna be able to escape this submission hold? It is going on for quite a while. Bayley is struggling, but she isn't tapping out either. Will Bayley be able to escape? Yes, she can, as she's able to push off and twist off Natalya. Now Bayley looking to get on the attack, but is countered once more by Natalya. And Natalya picking up Bayley and looking to drop her right onto the ropes, right on her throat as Natalya looking to fly. She has looked very great, very dominant. On the other hand, Bayley has had her moments, but still not enough. A huge splash by Natalya, who now awaits Bayley, slowly getting up. Natalya looking to get control of Bayley, but look at this. Bayley with a burst of energy, a huge DDT by Bayley, looking for the pinfall. 1, but only a kick out at 1. Very smart, targeting the head, as remember, Natalya's head is cracked open and bleeding. Now Bayley sending Natalya face first into the turnbuckle. A counter by Natalya as she now sends Bayley into the turnbuckle. And Natalya with a huge drop but misses. Bayley is able to get up on time. Was about to be a huge drop by Natalya. And now it is Bayley looking for the submission. Will Natalya tap out? No, she will not. She is able to escape. And now Natalya looking to get the last bit of control in order to put this match away. But no, Bayley continues to show these bursts of energy and is able to continue her attack as she looks to target Natalya and specifically her face with a huge low clothesline. And now Bayley looking to fly and a huge flip onto the body of Natalya, looking for the pinfall. 1, 2, but a kick out at 2. Natalya is still in this match, but now Bayley has finally woken up. She is charging up and she is ready to put an end to this match. She is ready to put an end to a bleeding Natalya. Is this enough to put her away? 1, 2, 3. Yes, it is. Bayley continues to move up the rankings in the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And now, Becky Lynch better be careful because Bayley is coming for her. Bayley has beat Natalya and has gotten the win tonight here in Oklahoma. We are now dropping into our next match of the night. We have some tag team action. The War Raiders, accompanied by Valhalla, take on the Authors of Pain. Who will get the win tonight? A lot of people have said that the War Raiders deserve a rematch for their tag titles. However, the New Day, they have been very stubborn and have said, They got to climb up the rankings. They got to prove that they deserve it like anyone else. And that is how we got our match tonight. The War Raiders looking to prove to the New Day that they deserve a rematch. On the other hand, we have the Authors of Pain, as here they come, looking to get into the title conversation. Haven't really been much in it as of recently, but looking to get into it. The Authors of Pain, I mean, they are some huge, strong, freaking beasts. So it is going to be a clash of giants, as the War Raiders are also huge, powerful. So just clash of freaking monsters as we get this match started. And do not forget, we still have CM Punk in our main event, taking on a chosen superstar by John Cena. In order to see if CM Punk is truly ready for John Cena, once more, John Cena has still said, nevertheless, I'm going to give him that title shot. I just want to test the waters out. You know, I want to see how things are looking for CM Punk. And a little spoiler, as we also have Seth freaking Rollins tonight in action. He has a match tonight. And well, I don't want to spoil it too much, but it is bound to be a fantastic match. CM Punk, who also had some beef with Seth Rollins, so maybe he has to keep his eye out on that match as well, because we never know. Maybe Seth Rollins decides to get in the way and stop CM Punk from even winning tonight or winning against John Cena. But we will have to worry about that match and about those things when it comes. As for now, we are focused on this match. The Authors of Pain, Razar and Akam versus Eric and Ivar, the War Raiders. A tag team match as the War Raiders look to earn their rematch, which they deserve. I don't know what the New Day is doing, but they deserve that rematch against the New Day for the Raw Tag Team titles. On the other hand, we have the Authors of Pain, who have not really been in the conversation for, well, tag titles in quite a while, but they're looking to get back in it. Many people say that the Raw, tag team roster maybe isn't the best, but think about it. We have the Authors of Pain. We have the War Raiders, the New Day, LWO, the Creed Brothers. I mean, this is a stacked division, whether people want to admit it or not. Maybe it is not as stacked as SmackDown, but nevertheless, it is fantastic, and we are seeing it here tonight as these two teams are looking to just break each other apart. As look at this, Ivar is stunned and now looking for the pinfall, but no, instantly kicking out. The Authors of Pain being very smart, attacking both Eric and Ivar. But now look at this on power as Eric looking to drop, and he gets it done. Some huge show of power there, as now looking to attack that arm of Razar. I do believe it is him. I honestly cannot tell. I think that's Razar. Hopefully it is. I can't really see from here. Now look at this. Stuck in the corner. Tag is made. Now Ivar is the legal man in this match, but is getting dropped by Razar, who is charged up, who is ready, and is now getting distracted by Valhalla. This is giving time for both of the War Raiders to get up, catch their breath, and attack Razor potentially. Ivar, is he going to be able to take advantage of this? Sending Razor. But oh my days, a huge show of power as Ivar has not only been countered, but has been picked up, and now another counter as a spinning kick by Ivar. And what a great match we have here between these two tag teams. As Ivar continues his attack onto Razor, who, should be looking for a tag, but isn't, is able to counter Ivar, and there he is. It's like he heard me, you know? I got that IQ, as now it is Akam, who slams into the body of Ivar, stares him down, and now some huge stomps, looking to pick Ivar up, is countered, and now it is Ivar instead, who slams him face first onto the mat. Ivar, now some huge punches onto the face of Akam, who I wouldn't be surprised. And oh, look at this. Distracted. Ivar is set down, and now Akam can put this match away as he slowly charges up and looks to finish this match off quite quickly. Look at that strength, and now drops Ivar, looking for the pinfall. One. And not even one, as Eric almost instantly breaks the count. And look at this. Now Eric has been dropped and has been dealt with some huge damage. Uh-oh. Rakam is not done yet, though, as he continues his assault on Eric. And now Ivar has decided to go towards Razor in order for a little bit of, payback. Eric continues to just be taking hella damage. That boy. Oh, now Ivar is able to use that opportunity of Akam being distracted. But back to the authors of pain on the attack, and now back to Ivar on the attack. This has been a great match, as now we have Ivar sending Razor into the corner. Ivar makes the tag. And look at this, Eric and Ivar looking to combine and slam Razor down. Is this enough to put him away? 1, 2, and it could have been, except for the fact that Akam has gotten in the way and has broken the counts. Nevertheless, Eric looking for the pinfall once more. 1, but this time only a kick out at 1. That was the War Raiders' chance to win the match. However, Akam was able to break the count. Even if it's a bad look, maybe attacking the other man, even if they're not the legal partner, may do you good, right? It gives you that opportunity to make sure no one can break the count, as a ref interferes a little bit. And uh-oh, a chokeslam here from Razor, who may be able to put Ivar away. 1, 2, a kick out at 2, and even if he didn't kick out, Ivar was right there in order to break the count. But oh my days, Eric able to kick out at 2, now taking possession of Razor, sending him into the corner, now laying some huge damage as he targets the leg. And oh my days, this has the sense of a main event, but do not forget that we still have Seth freaking Rollins live. And he's not here to cut a promo. He's not here to yap. He is here for action, as well as our main event. We have, hold on, looking for the pinfall. Can he get it done? 1, 2, a rope break. Oh my days. At the very last second, the referee notices, and a rope break in order for this match to continue. And a huge show of strength from Eric as he looks for the pinfall once more. 1, 2, but a kick out at 2. And as I was saying, do not forget, we still have Seth freaking Rollins in action. He has a match tonight, and then our main event, CM Punk takes on a chosen superstar, a mystery superstar who was chosen by John Cena in order for John Cena to just test the waters out. As, hold on, Akam looking for the pinfall 2, and kick out at 2. A last second kick out from Eric, who still has energy left in the tank. But yes, I've been distracted and interrupted a couple of times. But CM Punk and a mystery superstar in our main event. Be ready as we continue the action here in this match. It is Akam looking to just deal some damage onto Eric. However, Eric is able to countered himself. Look at the strength from Akam as he picks up and slams Eric. And now, I think he was thinking about the tag, but instead a huge no countered as Eric looking to get back on the attack. Tags in Ivar. They're gonna look to team up once more as Ivar with a huge flying clothesline. And now looking for the pinfall. What? And before the count of 1, Razor breaks the count. Oh my days. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I think Akam's body is just absolutely finished. However, this match continues because Razor was able to break the count. And now look at this. Eric, maybe he's listening to me, and maybe it's not the cleanest way to win. However, you gotta do what you gotta do. If that means attacking the other tag team partner while they aren't the legal man. Hold on. Ivar may be able to get the pinfall. 1, 2. But a kick out at 2. Ivar. Sorry, as I was saying, if it means attacking both the legal superstar and the one that's on the outside of the ring, if that's what it takes to win, I'm personally doing it. But for now, these two teams are playing quite fair as Ivar continues to be dominant and trying to just get the win here for the War Raiders as they try to prove that they deserve that rematch against the New Day for the Raw Tag Team titles. And, I mean, they're struggling. Razor is dealing some huge damage onto the body of Ivar as Ivar steps outside the ring. Ref gets in the way of Razor, but he's still able to knock down Eric. This is exactly what I was talking about, attacking both of the superstars in order to make sure that no one is able to break the count or they're too weak to break the count, etc. Valhalla able to be a distraction as now Ivar is looking to fly, and this could be very bad for Razor, who is just kind of catching his breath, thinking about getting up, and now just awaits. Ivar waiting for him to get up as he does in a huge double axe handle onto the head of Razor as now Eric is the legal man. And look at Razor, gets up instantly after seeing Eric. A huge clothesline and now some huge stomps onto his body, tagging in Akam as he looks to continue the control of the Authors of Pain. And look at this, signaling it is time to put an end to this as Akam picks up Eric and slams him down. A huge powerbomb looking for the pinfall. 1 and 8. Ivar gets involved once more, breaking the count. This is what I'm talking about. Yes, attack Ivar because he's going to keep getting in the way. Valhalla though now being a huge distraction. We have Scarlett on the other side. Go talk to her. You two can beef it out on the outside of the ring. For now, it is Eric, who is back on the attack and looking to deal some huge damage onto the head of Akam, but is countered as Akam is able to move out of the way. Now tackling Eric and dropping Ivar. And what are you doing? You can finish this match on the inside, but no. He decides to target Ivar. And look at this, a huge show of strength. And now Ivar outside the ring, able to attack Akam, who's too distracted on Ivar. He has now been dropped down. Eric is not finished though. He is charging up. He is getting ready to put a finish to this. Akam able to move out of the way just in time as he slowly hops back into the ring. He was looking for the little bit of leap, and too slow to get off of there. Ivar and Eric both just hitting my boy. Akam is able to hop into the ring now and deal some big hits And a kick to Eric, as now Eric looking for the pinfall. 1, 2, but a kick out at 2. As Eric tries to continue to gain this momentum and just take full control of this match. But no, instead it is him who is sent into the corner of the ring. And now, a huge knee into the throat of Eric. And Akam is just getting ready, saying it is time to put an end to this match once and for all. He is looking for the powerbomb, and he gets it done. But Valhalla, once more being the distraction, interrupting the match. I'm not sure what she's saying, but it is important enough or rude enough that it continues to distract the Authors of Pain, and this has given the opportunity for Eric to not only recover, but now get back onto the attack, as now he looks for the tag, and he gets it done. This is a huge mistake by the Authors of Pain, being distracted by Valhalla. Now you have Ivar, who's a little bit more fresh than Eric in the match. He is a legal man. And you also have Eric, who is very hurt on the outside, catching his breath. I mean, Akam is still laying some huge damage onto the body of Ivar. But nevertheless, you had your moments, and you continue to be distracted. As now it is Razor who is tagged in, and a huge DDT by Ivar onto the head of Razor, as he now looks for a huge drop onto the body of Razor, and that is some huge damage as Ivar looks to put an end to this. No, is countered and is sent into the corner. And now Razor, a huge elbow drop onto the face of Ivar as Razor is charging up. He is looking for that choke slam, but is countered by Ivar, who misses his kick, but gets it a second time. Ivar, is he going to look for the pinfall? No. He decides instead it is time to bring back Eric, who has been able to, just catch his breath a little bit as he now looks to target the head of Razor and gets it done. Now looking for the pinfall. 1, 2, but a kick out at 2 from a Razor, who has not taken much damage, but now he is trying to weaken their opponents. The War Raiders continue this match. This has been one of the longest matches that we've had in a very long time. But what a great match it has been, as Razor, who's a little stumbled down, tags in Akam, who looks to attack Eric, and he gets it done. And now Eric slowly getting up as Akam looking to send him outside the ring with a huge clothesline. Now dropping Ivar as well. And the Authors of Pain once more in control. Will the ref be able to count to 10? Or will Eric be able to get up on time? I think just in time, as look at this. He is charged up and he is ready, but so is Akam. The count gets to 4. Eric really taking his time, making sure he's ready to hop back into the ring. And oh, look at this. He was ready, but he is not ready enough, as he is now countered. And Akam looking to put a finish to this match. Can he get it done? But look, Ivar getting in the way once more. Oh my days, in Valhalla interrupting yet again. Ivar breaks the count. Valhalla being the distraction. Eric back onto his feet, looking to attack Akam, but now counter once more. And it's just Eric taking a whole lot of damage. Ivar dropped once more, and look at this. Akam is ready to finish off Eric. He just needs that last little bit. Ivar is done. He is stunned for the moment. This is the time to put this match away. No one can break the count. Can Akam put a finish and an end to this match once and for all? Can he get it done? 1, 2, 3, and Ivar was not fast enough. He did get up there, but not fast enough, as finally the Authors of Pain not only move up the rankings, but finally put an end to this match and get the victory over the War Raiders. We are now moving into our next match, and look who we have here. The Evolution, the Hall of Famer, Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, and Seth freaking Rollins, the men in action tonight, as he looks to continue to move up the rankings. And let me tell you for what it is for the World Heavyweight Championship. We already had Finn Balor call out Jey Uso and say, look, I'm coming after your title. But now these two men also look to get a shot as Jey Uso, as Gunther lost the King of the Ring tournament and wants to earn a rematch rather than just getting it. But in his way, it is Seth freaking Rollins. He was the first man to win this first new World Heavyweight Championship. And while you know the memories, the legacy, the history is the same, do not forget that the original Heavyweight Championship was combined with the WWE Championship. And that title is the one that the last real champion, John Cena, now holds. And look at Braun Breaker very quickly getting his hands on Gunther. He's bound to be getting involved as Seth Rollins looking for the quick pinfall. Gunther instantly kicking out. But yeah, as I was explaining, Gunther does not just want things given to him. He wants to earn them. Therefore, he talked to the Raw GM and said, yo, I want a match in order to prove to the WWE Universe, in order to prove to Jey Uso that I deserve a rematch for my title. And on that same day, Seth freaking Rollins came in with Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker saying, this faction is great. It has muscle, it has brains, it has talent, it has everything, but it is missing gold. And as Seth freaking Rollins misses that huge splash, as I was just telling a story, let me finish it off real quick. As this match is hyping up quite quickly, Seth Rollins' face has just been cracked open. Anyhow, Seth Rollins basically went in there and said, I need gold. So what a handful for Jey Uso. You have Finn Balor, who just called you out earlier today. You have Gunther, who still wants his title back. You have Seth freaking Rollins. And something tells me that this is just the beginning of it. I have a feeling that there is so much more superstars who wants to make that return to that title, who wants to make a leap to that title. Whatever the case may be, Jey Uso has a bit of, well, a mouthful with so much superstars as Seth Rollins looking to put this match away too. Oh no, not. And excuse me, my microphone cut out there, but not three. As Gunther is able to kick out, but Seth freaking Rollins continuing his attack onto the ring general. Gunther, the man who made it to the King of the Ring finale, but failed to beat Solo Sikoa, looking for the pinfall once more too. And no, still Gunther able to kick out of that. But now look at this. Seth Rollins waits for Gunther to get up slowly as Seth is looking to put this away. Can he get it done? Uh-oh. Gunther now in control as he slams Seth Rollins down, and now a huge drop onto the body of Seth Rollins. Now looking to pick him up and send him into the turnbuckle, but is countered as Seth Rollins back on the attack, looking to take control of this, but countered himself as now Gunther sends Seth Rollins onto the ropes, and a huge smack onto the chest of Seth Rollins. Now look at Gunther looking to deal some damage onto the head of Seth Rollins, and he does so now, charging up. But look who's in his way. Braun Breaker being a little bit of a distraction, as now Seth Rollins looking for the pedigree, and he gets it done. Was this enough to put Gunther away? 1, 2, but a kick out at 2. Gunther is still in this match. Oh my days. Even after taking a huge pedigree, he is able to kick out and now counter as Gunther gets up, and a huge double kick onto the chest of Seth Rollins, who even with the help of Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman has not been able to put Gunther away. Maybe Ludwig Kaiser should, try to prevent Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker to do anything, but at the same time, it's 2v1. Do not count Paul Heyman out. Maybe he's not there physically, but mentally he is. And talking about it right there, Paul Heyman being a distraction as he says some words to Gunther, and Gunther talking back, giving enough time for Seth Rollins to get up, but Gunther was ready. Nevertheless, Seth Rollins continues his attack, and look at this. Gunther looking for the powerbomb, looking to finish off this match. 1, 2, but a kick out at 2. Seth Rollins, Gunther, they both continue to kick out of each other's attacks, and look at this. Paul Heyman, after clearing the turnbuckle, has been ejected. Now, Ludwig, if he decides to go after Braun, that's a fair one-on-one as Seth Rollins is outside the ring, but guess what? Referee is too busy fixing the turnbuckle to even start his count, which gives way more than enough time to Seth Rollins to hop back into the ring. It looked like he was going to go a certain way. Ludwig was chasing him, and Gunther sees that Ludwig took some damage, and he's not going to let that slide. Gunther decided to chase. Sorry, may have been something bad, but now look at Ludwig taking a little trick out of the page of Seth Rollins' side as he is able to distract Seth Rollins, and now Gunther pacing around a little bit, stomping onto the body of Seth Rollins as he looks to enhance this lead and potentially just finish off Seth Rollins once and for all as he throws some huge stomps, kicks, whatever you want to call it, onto the face of Seth Rollins. And look at Gunther now looking to fly. It's a quite far of a fly, and Seth Rollins able to move out of the way. Now a huge kick by Seth Rollins as he charges up, as he looks to finish this match off once and for all, but a counter from Gunther, who is not gonna let this match end that quickly. A huge clothesline as Gunther may be able to put Seth Rollins away with this now, but a counter as Seth Rollins sends Gunther flying, and now Seth looking for the I thought he was looking for the pedigree, but instead some huge power from Seth Rollins, a huge power bomb, stealing Gunther's move, and now looking for the curb stomp. Can he get it done? Yes, he can. And now looking for the pinfall. Is this enough to put Gunther away? Yes, it is. Seth Rollins moves up the rankings for the World Heavyweight Championship. The same one that Gunther still wants, the same one that Finn Balor wants, and the same one that Solo Sikoa will very soon be fighting for. As next week, if my math is correct, we have Clash at the Castle. But anyhow, look at this. We have Karrion Kross coming to talk. Let's go ahead and hear him out. I've been a pain in the butt for AJ Styles, but tonight I call him out to put an end to this. If I win, he turns heel like I've wanted. And if I lose, then he is left alone and I move on to someone else. And it looks like AJ Styles is ready to give a response almost instantly. Let's hear him out as well. Finally, you have a great idea, Karrion. I really like the thought of you getting the hell out of my life and putting an end to this little thing we have going on. So, Karrion Kross, how about me and you next week? If I win, sure, I'll turn evil or whatever you want. But if you lose, you get the hell out of here. Let's do it. And look at that, Karrion Kross, AJ Styles setting up a match where if AJ Styles is able to win, he gets Karrion Kross out of the way. But if AJ loses, then he has to obey to what Karrion wants. And that's for him to truly just take on that, I guess, heel side of him, where he isn't some happy, lovely dovely who's losing to Logan Paul. So I'm very excited for that match, sorry. But for now, we focus on tonight. And our main events here in Oklahoma. We have the Second City Saints, CM Punk, facing off against a mystery superstar picked by John Cena in order to test the waters out, in order to see if CM Punk is truly ready for John Cena. As I was saying, next week we do have Clash at the Castle, and we already have some matches confirmed. Look at this. Sami Zayn is a mystery opponent. Why is he talking to Cena, and why has he, accepted Cena's request to come and face CM Punk? I'm not sure. However, here is our main event. We have CM Punk versus Sami Zayn. And what a main event. In order to see if CM Punk is ready, we get this match started. Quickly, as I was saying, we do have Clash at the Castle coming up very soon. Next weekend, a couple confirmed matches. John Cena versus CM Punk. Jey Uso versus Solo Sikoa. Io Sky versus Alexa Bliss. Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax. And those are just 4 of the matches that have been confirmed so far. But something tells me that there is more to come. CM Punk looking to end this off quickly. But a kick out at 2. Sami Zayn has to start waking up because CM Punk seems to have some huge adrenaline. He's just coming in hot, coming in hard, and not giving Sami Zayn the opportunity to do absolutely nothing. Sami Zayn laying on the floor as CM Punk looks to fly again, and a huge splash as he looks for the pinfall. 1, 2, but a kick out at 2. Once more, Sami Zayn, come on. This match has started as he rolls out of the ring. CM Punk with a huge double axe handle is not giving Sami Zayn any opportunity to breathe. Maybe Sami Zayn can use this opportunity now as he hops back into the ring quickly. But look who is right behind him, CM Punk, getting dropped by him now. And CM Punk, as I've said, has just come into this match with so much energy, so much intensity. And while this was supposed to be a challenge to see if CM Punk was ready, Sami Zayn is definitely not being much of a challenge. He hasn't done much. Maybe he can start doing something now as he is able to counter CM Punk, but countered himself once more as CM Punk is looking for the submission. Can he make Sami Zayn tap out? That armbar submission. Will Sami Zayn tap out? Will CM Punk No. Jumping ahead of myself. I was about to say, will CM Punk be able to win the match? But no, Sami Zayn trying to do something countered as CM Punk continues his attack, and he's going for the GTS. Is this enough to put Sami Zayn away? Sami Zayn, who hasn't done much. 2. But a kick out at 2. Sami Zayn is still in this match and still has a little bit of fight left in him. But he has to wake up and start attacking now, and he is doing so with a huge double kick onto the face of CM Punk. Now looking for the pinfall on his own, but no, rope break almost instantly from CM Punk. Sami Zayn, a little confused, was hoping that was enough to pull off the victory, but at the same time, he hasn't done much. CM Punk is able to escape. Now a huge double kick onto the body of Sami Zayn as CM Punk looking to fly once more and misses yet again. Sami Zayn able to move out of the way. CM Punk countering once more, dropping Sami Zayn. Now huge elbow onto the body of Sami Zayn, and another as CM Punk, look at this, a little bit of showing off. He is charging up. He is hyped up. He is ready to put Sami Zayn away. Once more, Sami Zayn, who hasn't done much. GTS to Sami Zayn, the second one. Is this enough to put him away? 1, 2, 3. Yes, it is. CM Punk gets through John Cena's challenge quite easily, and has just proved to John Cena that he is ready, that loss to Braun Breaker wasn't much. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will find out what happens in all these storylines. But for now, we will see you tomorrow on NXT. Do not forget, this weekend, we have Battleground. I've said it is in Tampa, but it has been changed to Las Vegas. Stay tuned. Be ready. Thank you so much for tuning in.